Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 2. We just arrived on... wherever this is. Did we ever learn the name? Prologue Awakening. You escaped the Cerberus medical facility. The elusive man is the next likely source of information. Right. So this is where the elusive man resides. Wherever this may be. Another space station somewhere.
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
Yeah, just a little bit longer.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Okay. Oh yeah, what's this? Oh, customized gear. So that's how that works. I'm going to look into that in just a moment. Or specifically, I think I want to get at least some of the Codex reading out of the way. Since there's so much of it. I feel like it's a little bit unfortunate to overwhelm, well, in a way overwhelm the player with all of this all at once, instead of unlocking it piece by piece. But then, of course, nobody would be forced to read it all at once, neither am I, but I think I want to go through at least some of this. Maybe all of it. I guess you can always skip ahead if you're not interested in hearing this or reading this. It shouldn't take me the entire episode, hopefully. Anyway, body armor. Modern combat hardsuits have a triple canopy of protections: shield, armor, and self-repair. The outermost layer is created through kinetic barrier emitters, which detect objects incoming at a high rate of speed and generate deflecting shields provided they have enough energy in their power cells. If a bullet or other incoming object gets past the barrier, it contends with the more traditional body armor. A sealed suit of non-porous ballistic cloth provides kinetic and environmental protection, reinforced by lightweight composite ceramic plates in areas that either don't need to flex or require additional coverage, such as the chest and head. When the armor is hit by directed energy weapons, the plates boil away or ablate rather than burning the wearer. Thankfully. The last level of protection is provided by the suit's microframe computers, whose input detectors are woven throughout the fabric. These manage the self-healing system, which finds rents in the fabric and, assuming any such tear would wound the flesh underneath, seals the area off with sterile, non-conductive medigel. This stanches minor wounds and plugs holes in the suit that could prove fatal in vacuum or toxic environments. Soldiers are not always fond of the squish skin that oozes gel on them at a moment's notice, but fatalities have dropped sharply since the system was implemented. Okay, seems good enough to me. Kinetic barriers, shields. Kinetic barriers, commonly called shields, provide protection against most mass accelerator weapons. Whether on a starship or a soldier's suit of armor, the basic principle remains the same. Kinetic barriers are repulsive mass effect fields projected from tiny emitters. These shields safely deflect small objects traveling at rapid velocities. This affords protection from bullets and other dangerous projectiles, but still allows the user to sit down without knocking away their chair. Unless they sit down very, very quickly, I suppose. The shielding afforded by kinetic barriers does not protect against extremes of temperature, toxins, or radiation. Right. Mass accelerators. Mass accelerator propels a solid metal slug using precisely controlled electromagnetic attraction and repulsion. The slug is designed to squash or shatter on impact, increasing the energy it transfers to the target. If this were not the case, it would simply punch a hole right through, doing minimal damage. Accelerator design was revolutionized by Element Zero. A slug lightened by a mass effect field can be accelerated to greater speeds, permitting projectile velocities that were previously unattainable. If accelerated to a high enough velocity, a simple paint chip can impact with the same destructive force as a nuclear weapon. Holy crap. Of course, you wouldn't want that in most handheld weapons. However, mass accelerators produce recoil equal to their impact energy. This is mitigated somewhat by the mass effect fields that rounds are suspended within, but weapon recoil is still the prime limiting factor on slug velocity. Good. That is probably for the better. Right, we did read this last time. More tech. Biotics. Biotic amps. Biotics manipulate mass effect fields using dozens of Element Zero nodules within their nervous systems that react to electric stimuli from the brain. Amplifiers allow biotics to synchronize the nodules so they can form fields large and strong enough for practical use. Amplifiers can improve a specific discipline or talent. An implant is a surgically embedded interface port into which amps are plugged in. On humans, the implant is usually placed at the base of the skull for convenient access, though the user must be careful to keep it free of contaminants. Implant ports can fit a variety of amps, and there is a growing market for modifications and add-ons. The finest quality implants and amps are manufactured by Asari artisans, but the Alliance's L3 implants, first deployed in 2170, are a significant step forward. Life as a biotic. Biotics possess extraordinary abilities, but they must live with minor inconveniences. The most obvious issue is getting adequate nutrition. Creating biotic mass effects takes such a toll on metabolism that active biotics develop ravenous appetites. The standard Alliance combat ration for a soldier is 3,000 calories per day. Biotics are given 4,500, as well as a canteen of potent energy drink for quick refreshment after a hard combat. Another issue is electric charge. Electricity accumulated in Starship drive cores must be discharged, and so must the electricity in a biotic user. Biotics are prone to small static discharges when they touch metal. Unfortunately, human biotics also face suspicion and persecution, beginning with the popular misconception that they can read and control minds. Biotics symbolize the dehumanization of mankind to people philosophically or religiously opposed to gene modifications and cybernetics. Militaries are the only organizations that always welcome biotics, offering them huge recruitment incentives. Biotic training. Biotic implants and amplifiers only provide the potential to create coherent mass effect fields. Whether biotics can actually do so is largely determined by their training. Biotics must develop conscious control over their nervous systems, sending specific electrical impulses to the element 0 nodules embedded in their nerves. They are taught to use their implants and amps with biofeedback devices and physical mnemonics. Specific gestures or muscle movements fire the proper sequence of nerves to activate a certain skill. Kinetics Industries pioneered biotic training with a biotic acclimation and temperance training program. Although BAT, I'm not sure how they pronounce that in the first game, I think BAT, did not achieve the desired results, many techniques taught are still used today. Many human think tanks are trying to develop some form of biotic super soldier. Most are benign efforts to create more flexible troops. Others, less publicly known, are unapologetic attempts to create Nietzschean Superman. Oh, Nietzsche. Communications. Real-time communication is possible thanks to networks of expensive mass relay convoys that can daisy-chain a transmission via lasers. Convoys are maintained in patterns built outward from each mass relay. The buoys are little more than a cluster of primitive miniature mass relays. Each individual buoy is connected to a partner on another buoy in the network, forming a corridor of low-mass space. Tight beam communication lasers are piped through these tubes of FTL space, allowing virtually instantaneous communication to anywhere on the network. The networks connect across regions by communications lasers through the mass relays. With the system, the only communications delay is the light lag between the source or destination and the closest buoy. So long as all parties remain within half a light second of buoys, seamless real-time communications are possible. Since buoys are maintained in all traveled areas, most enjoy unlimited instant communication. Ships only suffer communications lag when operating off established deep space routes, around uninhabited outer system gas giants and other unsettled areas. During wartime, convoy networks are the first target of attack. Only the network is severed. But once the network is severed, it can take anywhere from weeks to years to get a message out of a contested system. In systems where a buoy network has not yet been built or has been destroyed, rapid communication means ferrying information through high-speed courier ships and unmanned data drones. I mean, I think most of this was also in the first game's Codex, but I feel like it wasn't quite as detailed in some areas. And some details might also be completely new. Right. Communications administration. While convoys allow rapid transmission, there is a finite amount of bandwidth available. Yes, we did hear about this. Given that trillions of people may be trying to pass a message through a given buoy at any one time, access to the network is parceled out on priority tiers. The Citadel Council and the Spectres have absolute priority. If they are using all the bandwidth, everyone else must wait. Individual governments and their militaries enjoy the next highest tier. During wartime, civilian communication can suffer hours or even days of lag. Intelligence agencies study ping times through various systems to predict military buildups. Below the governments and militaries, bandwidth priority is sold to the highest bidder. Media conglomerates, particularly headline news networks, purchase higher priority to provide their viewers with timely information. Corporations that require timely information and response capability, for example financial institutions and investment firms, also invest heavily in priority access. The funds acquired through sales of bandwidth are used to maintain and expand the communications infrastructure. While everyone with a computer has guaranteed free and unlimited access to the galactic extranet, they are last in line for bandwidth and may have to wait for their request to be processed. Bandwidth resale corporations use investment capital to purchase blocks of high priority access made available by paid subscription. Yep, sounds very, very reasonable, like something that would actually happen. Methodology. As the population of the galaxy increases and new worlds are settled, timely access for home users and frontier settlements with underdeveloped communication infrastructures is a growing problem. To ameliorate bandwidth issues, a sophisticated array of data caches and virtual intelligence search agent programs are available. When a user submits a query, it is first routed to the data cache on their colony or star system. At the cache, the user's search agent VI collates mountains of locally stored data to find the desired material. If the information is not available locally, the query is passed along to neighboring systems, and then outward in an expanding network. VI search agents in those systems replicate the search. If the desired information is found, it is compressed into a burst file and queued for transmission to the source system. The burst is assigned to a priority based on the number of queries for it. The greater the number of queries, the higher the priority. When a new solar system is first connected to the net, a selection of the most popular data is installed locally. Though storage hardware is cheap, the capacity required to hold all the data produced every day by trillions of people on hundreds of worlds is not trivial. It's not economical to store local copies of all the data available on obscure topics just in case. I feel like this entry in particular is verbatim from the first game. As colonies mature, older and less popular chunks of data filter into them as a result of queries and are placed in the local archive. Searches for obscure topics are increasingly likely to produce instant results as the archive grows. Right. Glows. Well, I'm still going to finish at least the technology entries here, and maybe one or two of the primary Codex entries, and then we're going to move on. Right, artificial intelligence. An artificial intelligence is a self-aware computing system capable of learning and independent decision-making. Creation of a conscious AI requires adaptive code, a slow, expensive education, and a specialized quantum computer called a blue box. An AI cannot be transmitted across a communication channel or a computer network. Without its blue box, an AI is no more than data files. Loading these files onto a new blue box will create a new personality. As variations in the quantum hardware and runtime results create unpredictable variations. The Geth serve as a cautionary tale against the dangers of rogue AI, and in Citadel space they are technically illegal. Advocacy groups argue, however, that an AI is a living, conscious entity deserving the same rights as organics. They argue that continued use of the term artificial is institutionalized racism on the part of organic life. The term synthetic is considered the politically correct alternative. Right, even though both are just words that basically mean the same thing, or very similar things. So, preferring one term over the other seems a little bit silly. Anyway, VI. A virtual intelligence is an advanced form of user interface software. VIs use a variety of methods to simulate natural conversation, including an audio interface and an avatar personality to interact with. Although a VI can provide a convincing emulation of sentience, they are not self-aware, nor can they learn or take independent action. VIs are used as operating systems on commercial and home computers. Minimal VI agents are also available. Agents are compact and specialized. Some serve as personal secretaries, filtering calls and scheduling meetings based on user-defined priorities. Others are advanced search engines, propagating themselves across the extranet to collate user-requested data. Commercial VIs in a variety of stock personalities are available at any software retailer. Boutique firms and hobbyists also build unique VIs to personal specification. Although software emulation of living personalities is illegal, reconstruction of famous historical figures are common. Credits, or creds. The standard credit was established by the Citadel's Unifying Banking Act as the currency of interstellar trade. The credit has a managed floating exchange rate calculated in real time by the central bank to maintain the average value of all participating currencies. Some regional currencies are worth more than a credit and some less. Hard currency can be stolen or counterfeited, so electronic electronic fund transfers are the norm. More importantly, physical transactions cannot be easily tracked, making them ideal for tax evasion or the purchase of illegal goods. When the Alliance joined the Citadel, its various national treasuries were linked into the credit network. A human with a bank account of Mexican pesos, Japanese yen, or Indian rupees can purchase any item priced in credits at fair market value. All economies that participate in the credit network are required to price items in both local currency and credits. Okay. Drones. Drones are small robots used to support and supplement organic soldiers on the battlefield. They have no artificial intelligence of any kind, but follow fixed, minimally adaptive programs. Most varieties employ mass effect levitation to improve mobility. All modern armies rely on veritable fleets of drones for routine soldiering, static garrisons, patrols, etc. The use of drones is non-critical duties, keeps manpower needs down, and reduces casualties in low-intensity conflicts. Less advanced races and cultures with less sensitivity to casualties have correspondingly fewer drones in their inventory. Drones are of little use in conventional open field battles, as they are poorly armed and armored. In addition to combat drones, support drones are used to assist organic units in the field. Reconnaissance drones are small, stealthy craft that screen combat units in the field and warn commanders when enemies are spotted. Electronic warfare drones supplement battlefield technicians, serving as mobile jammers and ELINT, E-L-I-N-T, electronic intelligence gathering platforms. Military and civilian police utilize Dazzler drones. Oh, there's a bracket missing. Equipped with powerful strobe lights to disorient and subdue intruders using non-lethal force. Right. Drone formations are officially referred to as wings. That is, deploy the 4th Assault Drone Wing on the left flank. Common soldiers often refer to friendly formations as flocks and enemy formations as swarms. Oh boy. I feel, honestly, the more I read of these, I feel like most, if not all of these, might just be copied from the first game, maybe from importing my save file. Not 100% sure though.
The Asari were the first species to discover the Citadel. When the Solarians arrived, it was the Asari who proposed the establishment of the Citadel Council to maintain peace throughout the galaxy. Since then, the Asari have served as the mediators and centrists of the Council. An all-female race, the Asari reproduce through a form of parthenogenesis. They can attune their nervous system to that of another individual of any gender and of any species to reproduce. This capability has led to the unseemly and inaccurate rumors about Asari promiscuity. Asari can live for over 1,000 years, passing through 3 stages of life. In the maiden stage, they wander restlessly, seeking new knowledge and experience. When the matron stage begins, they meld with interesting partners to produce their offspring. This ends when they reach the matriarch stage, where they assume the roles of leaders and counselors.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've heard all these, but as I said, you can always skip ahead in the video, of course, and if you're a new viewer or want to refresh your memory, of course you can just listen to these all over again, just as I don't really mind having my memory refreshed here. I'm going to go through the council races, and I think that's going to be it for today's reading session.
The second species to join the Citadel, the Solarians, are warm-blooded amphibians with a hyperactive metabolism. Solarians think fast, talk fast, and move fast. To Solarians, other species seem sluggish and dull-witted. Unfortunately, their metabolic speed leaves them with a relatively short lifespan. Solarians over the age of 40 are a rarity. The Solarians were responsible for advancing the development of the primitive Krogan species to use as soldiers during the Rachni Wars. They were also behind the creation of the genophage bioweapon the Turians used to quell the Krogan rebellions several centuries later. Solarians are known for their observational capability and non-linear thinking. This manifests as an aptitude for research and espionage. They are constantly experimenting and inventing, and it is generally accepted that they always know more than they are letting on. Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill the role of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet in Citadel space, and they make up the single largest portion of the Council's military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, the Turians have come to rely on the Solarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy. Despite a somewhat colonial attitude towards the rest of the galaxy, the ruling hierarchy understands they would lose more than they would gain if the other two races were ever removed. Turians come from an autocratic society that values discipline and possesses a strong sense of personal and collective honor. There is lingering animosity between Turians and humans over the First Contact War of 2157, which is known as the Relay 314 incident to the Turians. Officially, however, the two species are allies, and they enjoy civil, if cool, diplomatic relations.
Yeah, so as I said, that's going to be enough for today, or for this episode, I should say. I know we did unlock more entries in the first episode already. But I guess if I just go through all of them systematically, I'm going to find those eventually. We still don't have a map, interestingly. We are currently without a squad. Wait. Oh, we don't have any points. Good, okay. General says, talk to the elusive man. Right. Miranda and Jacob don't have anything more to say to us. Let's take a look at those appearance. Change Shepard's armor and appearance. Huh. Oh, okay. Can just choose. Civilian clothing? I'm not sure. This looks weird. I don't know. It looks very Star Trek to me. Not necessarily bad. I mean, I guess this looks even more Star Trek-y. Like a Star Trek ambassador or general or whatever. I don't know. These look a bit too formal. This looks kind of like a scientist's coat or something. This looks like a Star Wars headhunter, bounty hunter. Yeah, I think I'm okay with the standard outfit here. As for his armor, no helmet. Yeah, let's go with no helmet for sure. Oh, and I don't have any other armor right now. Material. Huh. Okay, I can very slightly alter the surface. I don't know. Let's make it a bit more matte. Hope that's the correct word. Oh, so you can change it. Ooh. Yeah, let's not go with that. So you can change the actual color. That's good to know. Ooh, deep black. I do like black, but I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna go with dark blue. I actually also like blue very much. Oh, cool. Blue and red. Nice contrast. Dark blue and dark red. Yeah, actually, I like this. Patterns. Okay. No, let's go with no patterns, I guess. Or pattern color. Yeah, sure. Let's keep it at that. Okay, cool. Fashionista achievement. Awesome. The blue looks a lot more pale in the lighting here. Yeah, it looks way different. What the heck? Is that because of the material? Or was it? Maybe. No, it doesn't really seem to change much. Oh well, it's okay. Still looking pretty okay. Maybe it's just because this is a very bright environment. Okay, what now? Oh, excuse me? Did I agree to this? Oh, I'm just talking to him as a hologram.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
A necessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's talking about the Reapers.
And what exactly is it that you and I know?
That our place in the universe is more fragile than we'd like to think. That one man, one very specific man, might be all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
I mean, he hasn't really given me specific reason to mistrust him, but at the same time, it's obvious that I shouldn't trust him. I don't know. I don't want to be super unfriendly. I prefer a more, I don't know, more neutral answer here in this case.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Okay, so specifically human colonies. That seems weird. The Reapers shouldn't really differentiate between different organic civilizations, right? Abductions?
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy.
Yeah.
Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting.
Yeah, it still
Nobody's
doesn't seem
paying
right.
attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
I don't know, that doesn't seem likely.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique, not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
Well, I'm not sure if that's how it works.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Okay. I also would like to find out who or what actually attacked us 2 years ago. Was that another Reaper? Do they not all look the same? I guess I never really considered that possibility, although looking back, it seems maybe not exactly silly, but I don't know. It doesn't seem to be necessarily the case that all the Reapers look the way Sovereign did. So it could very well have been one. Or maybe something completely different. Oh well, supposed to trust them? I mean, Jacob seems like a good guy. I'm not so sure about Miranda though.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood.
Yeah,
Jacob's
there's
just
that.
a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. for now.
I mean, I don't assume I do.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways.
Right.
But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
I suppose it's only fair that I do at least this one mission for him, since I do owe him my life. Unless he was also the one behind the attack in the first place. In which case, yeah, things would look slightly different. But oh well. Investigate colony. Missing colonists, yep. Anything more? No? Yep, yes. Dang it. Codex updated, Freedom's Progress, yes. Okay, Cerberus. I guess there are many Cerberus Codex entries. 2 Renegade points. For what? Paragon points, okay. Well then, squad, I guess I have my 2 squad members with me now. Journal. Okay. So, quests are again work similarly as in the first game. I guess this is the main quest, main mission. Missions are already kind of the story relevant quests, but there's usually one that is the big goal I'm working towards, and then there are sub goals like Freedom's Progress. Okay, and we don't have any assignments for now. We do have more squad points. Oh right, that's why that highlighted. Okay, 2 points for a level up. I guess it makes sense. I started at level 3, that means 2 level ups, 4 points. Gotcha. So I'd have to save some points if I want to unlock higher tier stealth, for example. I do like the incinerate power. Damage doesn't increase tremendously though. And it's the only thing that even improves at all. Ultimately, let's see, heavy incinerate burns through nearly anything it hits. Splash zone is increased. I don't know. Disruptor ammo. Plus 20% to shield and synthetics. And this increases it to 30%. And overloads synthetics. That seems useful. If the colony was actually attacked by Reapers, or if Geth are involved, this seems like a useful thing to have. And I also unlock cryo ammo for future reference. Alright.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
I guess I do owe her things.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
That's true. What's her problem? I mean, maybe that lots of people lost their lives, although she didn't seem too concerned back on the station.
For someone who spent 2 years putting me back together, you don't seem real fond of me.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure my own goals and ideals coincide with Cerberus all the way.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
That's not very helpful.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Well, that's, yeah, I'm certainly glad he was in charge, and I also really hope that this is true and you didn't implement something after all.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
That's not exactly what I was going for, but okay.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No, the elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
Okay then.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
Convinced. Well, that's one way to put it. Yeah, also, I haven't really joined Cerberus, but I do feel somewhat indebted to him. To at least do this one mission, as I said. But we'll see what happens after that.
I just agreed to work with him. I still don't trust him.
Do you trust me, Commander?
Honestly, yeah.
You're a good man, Jacob. But you might be working for the wrong people.
Maybe. But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
Yeah, well, fair enough, I guess. Yeah, what exactly did happen?
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
Well, I mean, I can appreciate that attitude.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
Right.
That's
Okay.
all for now.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what I'm getting all these renegade points for, honestly. I mean, so far I've been getting pretty much equal with slight tendency to more Paragon. Right. I am going to check one last time because, I don't know, honestly, yeah, the blue, the hue of blue that is showed here in this preview looks so much better than what I'm actually seeing in the game. I mean, this looks pretty neat. Black and red is cool. We'll see how that looks in. Yeah, I don't know, it's so much paler. Is that... Maybe I should tone down the brightness slightly? I guess it does make the whole game appear a lot darker. Of course, I mean that's the whole point, but I don't know. Oops, that's not what I meant to do necessarily. Meh. I think I'm gonna go with the blue after all. And I'm gonna see how dark the video looks. I mean, this is definitely... Okay, oh. Mission complete. Huh. I was not expecting the game to be actually broken up into individual missions like this. Interesting. Level up. Level earned 4. Yeah, but that already happened. Okay, this is just a summary. Yeah, okay, that's not something I could pick. Mission summary. Shepard escaped attack on the facility along with operatives Taylor and Lawson. Facility destroyed by remote detonation. Okay, we didn't actually see that, but I'll believe it. Salvage teams will ensure no incriminating data survived. Per Miranda's recommendation, I'm running security sweeps on other cells to ensure that Wilson was our only mole. Regardless of the cost, Project Lazarus was a success. Shepard is back. Huh. So this is from the Elusive Man's perspective, I guess. Import bonuses. Right. Oh, okay, we get a complete rundown here, that's good. Plus 2,000 experience, start at level 3, okay. Plus, oh, so you would start with 100k credits anyway. That seems like a lot, but I'll take it. Yeah, like all those resources. Paragon and Renegade points, import bonuses. Oh, you've earned 100,000 bonus credits for importing a rich Mass Effect carrier. Oh, I see, okay. So these are just for a level 50 character. Gotcha. The grenade launcher, favored by Bloodpack Vorcha mercenaries. Capable of taking down multiple enemies with a single well-placed shot. Effective against armor, shields, and biotic barriers. Huh, okay. So I just get this for the first mission. Always, I guess. Right. Cool. Is an enemy's health bar red? If not, it's immune to many of your special attacks until you breach its defenses. Oh, okay. So red means vulnerable. Something else? Then red means I need to remove its
We should be
defenses.
there shortly, Shepard. The Elusive Man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear, and we've got no target to go after.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the Elusive Man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
Okay.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Okay, I guess that will help.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
I was gonna say that the inside of the shuttle looked really dark on my end, but I guess this looks okay in terms of brightness. Fully equipped new weapons. Cerberus has provided additional weapons. Okay. Grenade launcher with only 2 shots, so yeah. I guess I'm gonna save those for a boss, unless I find a lot more. It's a machine pistol. Right, that's the one I initially used. Fires 3-round bursts, very effective against shields and biotic barriers, weak against armor. So this is the complete opposite of the handgun here. Powerful sniper rifle, only 10 shots though. Accurate at long range, but slow rate of fire, very effective against armor, but weaker against shields and biotic barriers. Huh. Why does this only have 2 shots though? How does that work? So do thermal clips I find refill the currently equipped weapon, or I guess that's something I'm going to find out. Is there anything hidden here? Nope.
Free and clear.
Can I talk to you guys? Guys? Oh, there you are. Nope. Can't. Not that my companions in the first game ever had much to say out in the field. I still don't have a map. That's weird. Am I missing some kind of upgrade? Is that going to be unlocked at some point, or am I still considered in the tutorial or prologue of the game where there just are no maps? Weird. Oh, she has 6 points to spend. Okay. He has 3. Which means I could unlock this. Is this worth it? More health and damage? This... Okay, this still needs to unlock via... loyalty. Incendiary ammo. This does deal percentage of the weapon damage, so it seems like it would be good to increase his general damage. Pull is useful. I think I'm just going to go for this general purpose buff. Let's see here. Overload. Yeah, I really like Overload. That seems very useful. Warp is nice. Let's see here. Overload has a certain radius. It deals 120 shield damage. Good. Next rank would be 140. Stuns synthetics, but otherwise the same. Okay. And rank 3 even overheats weapons. Okay, nice. So they combined multiple skills from the first game into one here. Fair enough. Warp. Okay. Detonates antibiotic powers already affecting the target, such as pull or singularity. Ooh. I see. Interesting. She already has that, of course. Service officer increases health, damage, squad health, and the squad weapon damage. Okay, I definitely want that. At least some of those ranks there. Warp seems really good. Let's see here, 5 more points. I could unlock this to buff the entire team. Not entirely sure I want to use her in the long term. Because I'm still not sure I can fully trust her. She seems like, I don't know, maybe a little bit too ruthless or unscrupulous for my tastes. Slam, okay. Well, so I might not even have her in my team once I get a choice in that regard. But I guess for the time being, we will all benefit from this quite a bit. Next level up is probably going to go into Warp, or maybe Overload. You know what, no, yeah, Synthetic Stun seems nice, but I do like the idea of Warp interacting with the Jacob's lift, or pull, rather. Yeah. Okay. Can I jump down here? No, I cannot. Certainly not seeing anybody right now.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
True. Let's quick save, just in case.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Yep. But I guess that must be the same as with the previously visited colonies, right? So those facts shouldn't come as a surprise. Salvage? What? Squib? Oh no, spare parts. Okay, just 1,000 credits. Was this not a place I could enter? I guess not. Nope. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. So that's what that does now. Actually, both sticks can be clicked to activate that. Useful. Although I wonder why there isn't a radar up at all times. Maybe also something that's going to be unlocked eventually. Oh, okay.
Strange.
I can't.
Systems were
No, I
disabled at
totally
the other
can.
colonies.
But I can't shoot from here. That's so dumb.
I got it.
Attention right!
I certainly didn't need the sniper for that. Nope, that's the wrong one. Okay. Wait, this is good against armor. Right. So
Shoot
good
them
against
before they
this.
take out the
Nice.
shield.
What the hell is that? Fenris mech. Okay. Interesting.
Enemy down.
Nice trip.
What? Okay, there's... What? Oh, there. I don't see that guy.
Hostile. They
Dang
should
it.
have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Okay. Well, that was a bit of a mess. Okay, let's test this here. If I switch over to the sniper, that does give me a single shot for the sniper rifle. Not for the other weapons, I don't think. So unfortunately the sniper rifle really isn't sustainable. At least not for the time being. Even if I kill each enemy with one shot, I'm going to run out of bullets. Because not everyone is going to drop one. I don't know, let's use the pistol more. It seems adequate for the job anyway, so maybe I'll save the low ammo weapons for more difficult enemies. Alright, okay. So this. Yes, let's switch this. This. And these. And these. Okay. And we get more credits. Huh. I guess since there is no inventory, I'm really not going to find much in the way of items.
They've seen us.
Who has? Oh, these guys.
Sabotage detected.
Nice. Oh, he's not dead. Oh god. Take cover, or just watch the enemy die. That's fine. These can be. Can they be destroyed? Nope. Okay, see the door up there. Hi there. Quarians?
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this.
Tali?
Wait, Shepard?
This
I'm
is
not
a
taking any chances
coincidence.
with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
prove it's really me? How can I?
Remember when I gave you that get data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
Maybe you should. I might even answer. I mean, I guess I'm working for them right now. I'm not a member. Although it doesn't seem to be an option to specify that. I hope I will do that.
Cerberus rebuilt me, but I'm not taking their orders. We can discuss the specifics once I know why you're here.
One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
I mean, I guess on pilgrimage, Quarians go to all kinds of places. But if there was something special about this colony that drew him here, that might give us a clue.
Isn't that a little strange?
A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Yeah.
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
Okay.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Well, that's... That's not great. So, do the mechs running amok here not even have anything to do with the attack on the colony in the first place?
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Sounds good.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Well, honestly,
Okay,
I would like
we
to
work
know more
together
about
to
that
get to
incident.
Vitor.
Yeah.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, well, Tali is probably the last person I expected to run into here. But it's nice to see that she seems to be doing quite well for herself. You know, apart from being in this pretty dangerous situation and all that.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Good.
Thanks for the warning.
Like these?
We'll take care of them.
What is that? That seems shootable just because it's red. Wall safe, okay. More credits that I don't even know what to do with right now. Of course, that's going to become clear
Make activity.
eventually. Oh, hi. Didn't even see you there.
Impact. Rerouting power. Impact.
God, I'm a terrible shot. Okay. Oh, that's fortunate. So is this? That was the upper one, yes. Okay. Yep. More credits. And already I'm seeing that with the thousands and thousands of credits I'm getting from everything here. Is that? Oh, that's an ammo clip. Yeah.
Use overload on them.
On who? Oh. Oh, hello there. Hello. Would you please stop doing that?
One left.
Use overload on them.
Oh god. I just got hit by a freaking rocket. Wonderful.
Perfect.
You're done!
Oh, come on. So are you using overload or do I need to... Wow. Do I need to do that manually, I guess?
There we go. Enemy down.
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
Sweet, sweet ammo. That I don't seem to be able to get. That's bitter. Medkit? Sure. Oh, and 100 credits. Oh yeah, as I was going to say, or trying to say, with the thousands and thousands of credits I get from basically everything here, the 100k I started with don't seem like that much anymore. But okay. Should give me a decent boost as soon as I get to actually do some shopping. Also, I think, well, I'm going to stop it right here. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere, really. Well, Shepard's scars or seams or whatever those are glowing in the dark. A little bit freaky. Right. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to end the episode here. As always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Wow, it's trying to find a spot where he doesn't look like it, like silhouette. Seems impossible. Okay, anyway, here we go. As always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye bye.